Booty clap.
Booty cheeks.
Goodness gracious. All right.
Come
So I
here,
guess
my
I'm-
little Maxie.
Come on, Maxie.
You know, I see your little cheeks clap, Max.
Show me what that ass do, Maxie.
Show me what you got from your mother.
Guys, it's been 5 seconds. Could we please?
Disney, don't sue us.
Alright. So I guess I'll start this off then. Welcome, everybody, back to Fluster Bundle. This is going to be a disaster. I am your host today. My name is Sai, and I'm over here joined by... Oh, sorry, Tanner. I forgot we're using our real names on this podcast. Ugh, gross. Real
Animals
names.
we are.
Animals we are. Fucking degenerates. Anyhow, I'm joined by these fine people. Please introduce yourselves.
You fucking lazy whore.
All right, fine. This is asshole. He looks like a fucking weird squid. He just woke up, so he's got like really poofy, disgusting hair.
It's excessively poofy.
Excessively poofy. That's actually just his normal state, though. And then he somehow has a girlfriend. We're also joined by her, Mercedes. Hello, welcome. And then we're joined by Taylor, who is the much needed chaos of the
Yay!
group.
I actually got a name.
He's the only one who's actually awake.
He's like the gift that keeps on giving.
Exactly.
This is my fourth one of these.
This is
Oh,
the first
God.
time I've been named. Oh, what?
You got
This
that
is the
G
fourth one
Fuel?
of these. No. Gamer subs, boy. The thing that doesn't boost your blood cycle to the highest level degree.
Goodness gracious.
You don't have 800 milligrams of caffeine? What's wrong with you?
No, I have like whatever 1.3 grams of this shit is.
That's scary.
It works.
You don't even know what it is.
It's vitamins. I just don't remember which one. There's like 3 main ones they have.
Probably a
on
bunch of B12, B6.
Yeah, probably.
it. Oh shit, has AIDS.
Oh shit, Jesus.
I've been tracking this for days.
There you go. So today we're going to be discussing ill-advised tech concepts and Kickstarters, and if we have time, we'll also expand it to some more familiar territory, things that we already know failed, your MySpaces and your Zunes and all that good shit. But first I wanted to start this off. I already told Mercedes and Taylor about this, but Reese, did you know that there was once a product being developed called the Dirt Funnel?
The dirt funnel.
Yes, the Dirt Funnel.
Okay.
Would you like to guess as to its purpose?
Funneling dirt. I don't know.
Correct, funneling dirt.
Oh, is it like
Somebody-
since we're talking internet things, is it like a conglomerate site for like getting dirt on people, like rumors and shit?
That would actually be smart and probably wouldn't have failed.
Okay.
It is literally a bag in which has a device that allows you to more efficiently fill the bag with dirt.
Okay, that...
The advertisement says filling bags is a time-consuming process. Save time and money with the dirt funnel. But my question is, who sat down here while they were putting dirt in a bag and said, God, this is fucking tedious. I wish somebody had a device for me.
Man,
Or am
you're
I
doing this
alone
like
on
a-
that?
You're doing like an old like the TV commercials like
Yeah.
when you're having a hard time when you're having a hard time cutting bread and you see the person just and they're just destroying bread with like a fucking door stopper.
For real though, the people in those commercials, they have really bad lives.
I feel like a lot of people were probably in the situation of needing to put dirt in bags and were like, I wish I had a better system.
I wish I had a vacuum.
And those people were probably the ones who were like working in like factories that produce like mulch and shit for planters.
I was gonna say I don't know anyone outside of a factory that just sits and puts dirt in a bag.
So, question, you said a lot of people, is that correct? Would you like to guess how many people?
I'm guessing like 3 sold ever.
2 backers,
Okay.
$26 pledged out of a $2,000 goal.
That's a really modest goal too.
Yeah, that's a really modest goal. It didn't even get fucking close. Let's see, what were the rewards? Oh yeah, pledged $25 or more. So wait, hold on. the first tier of this was a level 1, $25 or more, and it made 26 total with 2 backers. So one person didn't even care about getting the product. He was just like, fuck it. Just give you a pity buck or something.
I mean, what's even worse about that is like it did worse than that guy who he made a Patreon or whatever just to like learn how to make eggs or some shit.
Oh no, you're talking about the egg salad guy.
The egg salad, that's what it was. Yeah.
So that was the whole point of that was it was a joke.
A joke that did better than a guy who's like, I have a good idea.
Well, no, he made it as a joke and he wanted like $20 for the ingredients, and he was like, any extra money, I'll make more egg salad, and he ended up like getting what was it, like $100,000 or something like that. Like it was some absurd amount. I think he ended up donating most of it to charity. But since then, there's been a shit ton of copycats who it's just like, oh, we're gonna make a dumb thing, and everyone sees through that it's just copycats trying to get money, and so they're like, no, I'm not gonna do that.
That's
the key thing to look at is what website the crowdfund is on.
The Dirt Funnel?
For all of them.
Oh, for all of them. Yeah. Well, Dirt Funnel was on Kickstarter.
Okay, so Kickstarter, if it's funded, then it goes through and they'll make the product. Big air quotes, a lot of them don't. If it's, what's the other one? Not Kickstarter, GoFundMe.
GoFundMe, yeah. I think that one's like more for personal, but go on.
Yes, a lot of businesses do use GoFundMe too. But they have, their system is if you donate, whether it hits the goal or not, that money's gone. Like the person gets the money.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't realize that that wasn't the case of Kickstarter. So
no, Kickstarter.
The goal wasn't reached, so those people got their money back.
Yeah.
That's an extra fucking right there.
I think
at least if you got to like
later on, so Kickstarter has that option. Okay. But I know GoFundMe is.
Yeah. That's gnarly because like, imagine if you got like 1,700 out of your 2,000, like you were almost there, and you could have somewhat. What are you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
I think he just had a stroke.
I think. God, unfortunately, you guys can't see cams on this one, but I'm pretty sure Reese just had a stroke.
No, someone just breathed in their fucking microphone really hard, and it came through.
Oh yeah, that
like,
would.
Who the fuck?
Who out of us do you think breathed in their mic? Come on.
God damn it, Taylor!
I'm gonna have to go through and edit that out. You fuck.
I didn't. No, I honestly, I wasn't even paying attention.
No,
I was trying to figure out some stuff from Shark Tank, and I was like, what did they do?
God damn it! Fucking Shark Tank. I didn't even think to look at Shark Tank. That probably is another gold mine.
Oh, it is.
However, here's one that I didn't know existed, but apparently existed a very long time ago. Have you ever like looked at your phone, right? And you thought, God, this Twitter app sucks. I just kind of wish I had a separate phone for Twitter and Twitter only.
No.
What, a pager?
No, just Twitter.
I know, but it's like a pager Twitter. Just for Twitter?
Yeah, basically.
Gross.
Well, the Peak Incorporated thought that you might want one back in 2008 when they made the Twitter Peak, which was literally a tweet device.
Okay.
That's all it did.
I think I can actually explain this one.
Okay, please do, because I'm hurting.
A lot
inside.
of people don't remember how Twitter used to work.
I don't.
So back in the day when Twitter first came out, it wasn't a smartphone app.
Well, yeah, for sure, because there wasn't really smartphones.
It was a text service.
Widely.
So what it was you would tweet using the text service, and say you followed Jack Black on Twitter, and he put a post out. It would send a text message to everyone who followed him with his tweet on it.
I thought it was just like a website.
It had the website version, but that's how it worked for mobile.
It was a text service?
Mm-hmm. I specifically remember
the fuck?
A friend of mine followed somebody, I don't remember who, and her phone kept blowing up because she followed someone on Twitter. and that's what it was. And it was just a weird text service when you weren't on the website. So it was probably for that purpose that it was, they didn't have the app yet.
Well, that's actually kind of crazy then, because that actually does make sense as to one of its failings, by the way, because the problem with, I guess, that text service that I can think of is you'd be getting texts constantly if you followed more than like a handful of people, especially influential people.
Mm-hmm.
And that was indeed one of the problems with the Twitter peak, is you were trying to read tweets and do other things, and the phone was just constantly fucking buzzing and chirping at you because you were constantly getting tweets rolling in. So basically you had a doomsday alarm device in your pocket at all times when you purchased the Twitter peak, if you were one of the few who did such a thing.
I mean, that's just modern Twitter.
Oh, and mind you, it was apparently quite expensive. What does it say? It says, $99 plus $7.95 monthly after the first 6 months. So you got 6 months free of the service, and then you had to pay an additional service on top of your phone bill to use it.
Imagine fucking paying for Twitter.
Imagine fucking paying for Twitter, right? It's like the same people who used to buy like Facebook coins or some shit like that. Like, you used to be able to like buy currency on Facebook for
the Facebook currency, yeah.
I don't even know what.
It was for the games, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was for games.
Yeah, for games.
Currency was to buy games, to play Facebook games.
Yeah, imagine, right? Nowadays, most of them are free.
For about 4 years as a way to make payments on game played within Facebook. Wow. It's called credits.
Mm-hmm. Credits, yeah, exactly. So
we're going to steal the sci-fi numerical value. Credits.
Yeah, so I thought that was interesting. What else?
So
it can go for highbrow. What?
So that reminds me of the John phone.
Oh my
the
God.
John phone.
Only for Johns.
Only for Johns.
Only for Johns. I have to look at this. Hold on.
So
John phone.
what the John phone was a box with your standard keypad and a speaker on it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like a house phone essentially. There was no screen, no contact save, nothing, and it would work with any SIM card. And it was as basic of a phone as you could get.
It looks like a brick.
It looks like a brick with a hole.
It looks like a garage door opener.
It does. But the whole point of it was like, it was when smartphones first started coming out, old people were like, I don't understand this technology. And so they made the John phone to give the option of the most basic, bare bones, you have to remember the numbers, all that jazz.
I just want my Nokia phone.
I think it sold fairly well when it first came out, but I could be mistaken on that.
I'm gonna check this out. Hold on.
You can still... Oh, no, never mind. I was going to say it, but it's like, you can still buy it on Amazon, but then it says currently unavailable, which
currently
means it's
unavailable.
Yeah.
You can still buy it on Amazon, but we don't know when it'll be restocked since 4 years ago. Yeah, that's... Wow. You look like you could take somebody out with that thing, honestly.
It's a bludgeoning device.
It looks like something Uncle Ruckus would use as a weapon.
It does look a little bit like a high-tech taser. Like, you make calls on your taser. It is really disconcerting watching you pop into the other camera like that. I just like to let you know. You just kind of phase through reality. Because I'm looking at the cameras, right? And for those watching at home, you gotta understand, these two Reese and Mercedes are sitting next to each other, but Reese is slightly off cam a little bit, facing away, so his face is away. And then all of a sudden I just see movement as his face just phases into reality and glares right at me, into my soul. Because he's looking at something on that screen.
Yep, right into your soul.
Even if you adjust to show him more, his face is still being skewed off by your PC.
Yeah,
or
I
his
was like,
PC.
I'm gonna play around with this to see if I can move him around.
He's got no face. Oh, there he goes. Yeah.
Look, he just
Watch it
phased
fucking
into
fall.
reality again.
Alright. Derailed enough. My apologies, everybody. How about the shower garbage can?
Is it a garbage can
Shower
you literally
garbage
put
can?
in your shower?
I believe so. Let me read a little bit more on this. I just saw a picture of it and it traumatized me slightly.
Like, people are just...
Yes, it is. Yes, it is it is got a little sticky thing on it, and you can slap it on into your shower and throw shit away in it.
Is it for your shower beers?
So how does that not fill with water? And sub point here, why is society lazy and won't walk the 2 feet to their trash can in the bathroom to throw away their goddamn empty bottles?
Well, you see...
Unlike civilized people, I usually leave my empty conditioner and shampoo bottles in the bathroom.
Reese is about to explain this one. Here we go.
Not all men have a trash can in their bathroom.
You should.
You should.
Okay, but you should.
You should. If you don't have a trash can in your bathroom, and you have a single woman in your life, I don't care if it's your friend, your mother, your sister, your girlfriend, I don't give a shit. Get a fucking trash can. Preferably one with a lid.
No.
I just used the toilet.
But I still don't think you need to have a second trash can in the shower.
No, definitely not. Now, here's the best thing, alright? It's bad enough that this product is... It's sad, really. It's just indicative of a lot of things wrong with society. But get a load of this picture. Now, you guys at home... watching this, you're gonna have to look this up on your own. It's literally called shower garbage can.
Oh, send it to me and I'll put it on screen.
Oh, you can. Oh, even better. All right. Well, just look at this freaking picture. In the state of this fucking poor thing. So
$25.
It looks like a toothbrush holder.
It looks like a toothbrush holder. It looks like it was taken with my mom's cell phone in 2012. It's just it's a sad little thing, isn't it?
Come on, guys.
It looks like he just took a regular trash can, cut a chunk out of it, and then put a sticky thing on it.
Okay.
Correct.
What it looks like is those Sammy bins at like fast food restaurants in the girls' rooms. That's what this thing looks like. Like, it's even got the
because there's 3 guys have been in the girls' bathroom.
That's why I'm describing this shit to you guys. The women out there don't understand.
Don't you dare. It's supposed to be a magical place. You don't use the bathroom to poo or throw away things.
I don't think anybody wants to hear that it's a magical place.
Why the fuck do you need a Sammy bin in your shower? You
Come on.
doing that shit in the shower.
He's a guy who's just trying to think of things that can help people.
Yeah, but that
Says
shit's gonna
him.
fill with
Yeah,
water.
I saw that. I actually looked at his page to see what else he's created. He's only created the shower can.
Like, there is no drainage system whatsoever. That shit is gonna fill with water. Whatever you have in that trash can, that's gonna be right in your shower, and you're just gonna be counterproductive.
Remember, it's just emergency water then. Because if you were like, oh no, my water's out, I can't pay for it. I got a bucket of disgusting thing of reused shampoo bottles.
Oh good, it's been pre-flavored.
And conditioned. How smooth you be?
You'd be surprised at how little water gets in certain parts of showers.
I mean, if you're smart enough and put it someplace, but it's still gonna get water in there, and eventually, even the smallest amount of water with trash is going to fester and stink. That's a health hazard.
People who have a terrible time making sure they don't smell like arse has at least a liable excuse of, oh, I ran out of water, so I used the bucket of reusable things. And then they're like, the hell are you talking about? You're like, oh, you didn't hear about trash bucket? Or kitchen bathroom bucket? Fucking thing in the shower. I forgot what the fucking thing is called.
A shower bucket of reusable bullshittery.
Yes. Finally, a valid excuse for those people who say they shower but still smell like ass.
They smell like sunshine, rainbows, and monkey ass because the water's been sitting for a while.
Yes, finally.
Yeah.
It makes sense. Finally, when I go to people and they're like, and I'm like, man, you have a smell like someone has a shower, trash shower. And they're like, I do. And then I'm like, I now get it.
See, when I went into this, I thought we were going to be talking about failed tech and inventions and all that. I didn't realize we were going to be building Taylor's shopping list.
Look, listen here. Just like house flippers, I'm the product flipper. Gotta make sales, buddy. Sales, sales, sales.
Well, at least we've done some good with this podcast, and we're only 30 minutes in, so we're off to a great start.
We're 20 minutes in.
We're 20 minutes in? Oh, jeez, God.
Some backers that he never expected. He's like, he's gonna need a shower bucket for these tears he's having because we just backed him by $5.
Next thing you know, they're gonna be making a shower treadmill so you can run while you're showering.
You can finally afford 2 Snickers.
Remember we talked about the twit peak, or Twitter peak,
Yeah.
if you will. Yeah, apparently somebody's looked at that and they're like, God damn, that's a great idea. Let's do one for Facebook. No, let's do 3 for Facebook.
Is it like the face page?
Yeah, there's a no, it's a phone. It's a regular phone. It's made by HTC, and there's a status. It's called the Status, Salsa, and First. Those are three phones that had a dedicated Facebook button on the bottom, as well as an entire Facebook theme running through the wallpaper and everything like such, so that you can see your timeline right there on your wallpaper at all times. Just in case you really needed to spend a little bit extra on your phone to get that Facebook button. And this thing looks like a sad BlackBerry, honestly. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. It looks like a depressed BlackBerry. And I kind of wonder now if there's a bunch of other social media dedicated phones from the 2010s, because this appears to be a pattern that I've accidentally found while we've been talking here. And I'm not sure how to feel about it.
So, social media has infected our lives to the point where you need to get dedicated cellular devices for them?
Well, here's the thing, though. I'm about to make everybody feel old. This is 10 years ago.
Oh, God, I was in high school.
Yeah, 10 years ago, when all these things were not even fully taken off yet, they made dedicated devices for them. Honestly, kind of genius if it would have taken off, because
you know what's even funnier about
ultimately everybody became so obsessed with social media. I bet you they'd use it now. I bet you could get grandma the Facebook phone and they'd totally use it.
I'll be honest with you, I don't believe it now. I would believe it if they did it maybe like 2 more years earlier. Because I'll be honest with you,
maybe
I feel like we were dumber then with some of the shit. Like, so some of the young people are like, I got a phone, and then like nowadays, like, I got the new Android Apple. That's about it.
Yeah, but I mean, we also got people who will wait in line
for shoes,
for days. Well, for shoes too, but for days for
shoes with Bluetooth.
Their next phone upgrade that's like slightly bigger screen, not even better camera. You know?
Yeah.
It's a little disheartening that social media is so involved in our lives the way that it is nowadays. Like, it's a necessity now.
Yeah, it's almost more disheartening because, like, not only is it a necessity, but clearly, judging by all these, like, phones and different inventions to more easily access social media, they knew it was coming. Because they were willing to invest in it and put, like, hard money down on making a product tailored to it. They knew it was coming. They didn't know when, clearly, but they knew it was coming.
Well, that's part of a proper marketing strategy, is to see the trendings and plan for that.
Yeah, but usually it doesn't work out so well. Case in point, they overshot. This is kind of before it blew up. So they never really sold that much.
Well, I mean, if they tried doing it now, they'd make bank. You know how many people would love to have a Facebook button on their phone so they don't have to go through the hoops and trials just pressing a widget?
Yeah, no kidding.
Different mindset, obviously. I think that's a little too much. I mean, like, for me, it's literally just like, turn on phone, or even double tap the screen, swipe Facebook.
Right?
Like, if that's too hard for people, then they're clearly either old or they're shitty of a person, and they're like, I can't wait this long. Or sometimes they don't have to do that, because like your phone goes, oh, you have a message. Here's a message from Facebook. Here's a status update from George Fingerson, who just butt plugged the shark.
Here's like 6 people who liked your post. Come check it out.
Yeah, and you're like, you just press it, and then like, you know, you enter your password, and by then you already know how to hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 quick enough. Ah, shit! I just told him my password.
Dude, I don't even need to put in my password for my Facebook. It just opens up because that's how it's set up now.
Yeah, exactly. See, that's exactly the point. Is like if you just take the time, it goes just like boop, open, and you're done. Like if someone wanted a dedicated Facebook button, people who know how to make this shit work put the time in. They're like, oh, we know our consumers are lazy pieces of shits.
Dude, we got 5-year-olds that know how to use smartphones better than we do.
I'm glad. Actually, no, I take it back. I'm not glad. That's
heartbreaking. When
That
I was
hurts.
5, I barely even knew how to play with a cardboard box, much less a phone.
Your imagination was stifled. Cardboard
I remember
boxes.
I remember how stoked I was at like 13 when I was allowed to get a flip phone.
Right? I was like,
Right.
check this shit out. This is the greatest thing in all the world.
I didn't
got
get
your
a
first
flip phone
computer
until I
and all
broke
that.
my first phone.
Yeah. That was my flip. There was it was an old flip phone that my mom had for like 5 years before that. That was my first phone.
Yeah, my first phone was like an old school Nokia flip.
Uh-huh.
And then I got the kind of like a BlackBerry where it slides up. That was my next phone after that.
I want to say mine wasn't even. Like, it was just some sort of third-party fucking flip phone that they sold at the Verizon store.
Mm-hmm. It was like a brick when you flipped it down. It's the shit that
No.
your dad puts on your belt.
No.
I think this was the
it
first phone I got.
It honestly looked like it was trying to be a sports car. Like, it was like one of those sleek, kind of silvery ones.
Oh, kind of like the Razor, but not quite as nice.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
I also had one
But-
of those.
Yeah. I'm not that old, Taylor. That's rude.
No. I'm saying that's
Um,
like the first phone I had.
Dude,
Oh, okay.
I was
okay.
going through my mom's stuff in the garage because we were organizing shit, and I found her first cell phone, and it's that brick. You know, that old school brick where
Oh
it's
my
as big as
God,
your face,
that,
and
like-
you would bludgeon someone to death with
You mean
it
that
because
thing that
it's
could
so
cause
freaking
cancer?
heavy. Yeah!
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, this is my first cell phone. I'm like, Mom, that's not a cell phone, that's a brick.
That's an assault weapon.
I'm pretty sure if you threw this at someone, they'd be in the hospital in a coma.
That thing is an assault weapon. It comes with a fucking holster. Oh,
So
here he comes
here's
sprinting.
there he comes. Here he go.
Quick, hide the
Oh,
porn
Lord,
part
he
too.
coming.
Good God, your hair is fucked up. Hi, hello.
Hope that doesn't pick that up.
We were just discussing phones and Facebook phone particularly, that it was tailored to Facebook. They had like a Facebook button, and that your feed would be in the background of your smartphone. And they were like, "Oh, well, that's really depressing, actually."
That sounds awful.
Then I started
This sounds
cutting my
awful.
wrist. Anyway.
So the thing about it, we're gonna catch you up really quick. The thing about it was, it wasn't just like one. HTC tried it, said, "That's a pretty good idea," and did it again, and then they did it again. There's
Another one.
three fucking another one.
Another one.
They released 3 fucking phones with a dedicated Facebook key, because these are like they're BlackBerry structured. Like, if you remember what the Blackberries look like, that's another failed tech that's by the wayside now.
No, it's not.
Well, not. Ooh. Ooh.
You can still get Blackberries,
Yeah, you can still
You
get
can-
Blackberries, son.
and
You can still, I know you can still get.
it's like
them,
a
but it's
regular smartphone,
they're
and then
not
the keyboard's
new being
underneath it.
made, right? They're not new being made though, right?
No, they are.
They're
the
being
fuck?
upgraded and all that. They're just not being like marketed as
When?
hard.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, look, let me pull it up.
Now we're building Tanner's wish list.
Tanner wants a Blackberry, guys. Just so you know.
BlackBerry Key 2, 64 gigabyte, $3,000.
3 grand? What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Man. And I thought those sweet Nike new shoes, Prada bullshit was worth it.
That's what it looks like.
That looks. The design itself makes me think it looks old.
That's
The-
because it's got a keyboard. Nothing has a freaking keyboard anymore. That shit is
Also,
nostalgic.
the
It is still in stock.
I kind of want one just because I miss having a keyboard. Am I that sad? I am that sad. Leave me alone.
Oh, I can see a tear build up.
Dude, I remember
Mark Day.
in high school,
Uh-huh.
Tanner had one of the first fucking Androids.
Yeah, but mind you, this is long after it came out, so it was already kind of obsolete. But go on.
I thought that thing was fucking dope. I was like, this is the coolest thing to ever be made. And I still like the design of it.
I do too, dude. And the thing about it is, it was the Motorola Droid. It was the first Motorola Droid. Droid, all that good shit. You could fucking treat that thing with the least respect ever, and nothing would happen. It was basically the Nokia of the modern age. Like, that shit took so much damage with no issue.
Reese, that's the perfect phone for you.
It really is.
I've seen you yeet a phone in front of me on streams and stories of you yeeting said phone.
Yeah.
I take it back.
Oh.
There was one time it did break, but I got another one, and that one never broke. It was weird. It wasn't a fall, okay? It was literally like... Taylor.
Sorry, it's just like, wait a minute, I lied. It did break eventually. He's like, I would assume so because you got a new phone at some point.
Well, no, we're not fucking... Listen, we rich people, okay? No, I was kidding.
Us rich people. Bullshit, we're doing podcasts. We ain't rich.
No.
Unpaid podcast.
I got one of the first touch smartphones before they were a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to say it was called, I want to say by Samsung. It was called the Wing. And it didn't work with your finger. You actually had to use a stylus that came with it. And there was no apps or anything like that at that point in time. This is long before... Well, not long before, but this is before iPhones and that kind of thing. And I'm ignoring that. And the situation was my sister had got it used. And it fucking stopped working. And she's like, I don't care, I'm going to use my old phone. This thing can be thrown away. And I was like, if I fix it, can I have it? And she's like, yeah. So I fixed it. And then she's like, no, give it back to me. And I'm like, fuck you, I'm gonna keep this bitch. And that thing was it was basically, like, remember the old, the personal, what were they called?
Pagers.
PDAs?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was like that mixed with the phone.
Okay.
And it was a piece of shit. And I loved it.
I mean, fair. I mean, mine was honestly, ultimately, it was a piece of shit. Like, ever since using Samsung products, I've marveled at the fact that they last more than a year, and I've kind of realized that's not a great thing. It's just that Motorola was so fucking terrible. That Droid was so terrible that it bogged down after less than a year to near unusable status. Like, losing texts and all that good stuff. However, you could throw that thing at a fucking signpost and it wouldn't break unless you perfectly hit it right in the middle of the screen, in which case the whole screen would shatter. But, that was the thing.
Oh, that's weird.
Mine,
What?
my problem with mine right now is that it's the back that shuttered and not the actual screen, which is fine.
Oh, yeah.
Except when you're holding it and you get, like, glass fucking shards in your hand.
Yeah, that's great.
So,
Yeah.
I take it back. It was called the
Wide awake
HTC Wing.
HTC Wing. HTC, the makers of the Facebook phone.
And here's what it looked like.
I knew
Again,
this was related somehow.
it'll be somewhere on screen probably.
It's no longer a Jesus fucking hell. What the hell is that?
Yeah.
I had that phone.
You had one too?
Mm-hmm.
So now Samsung does have one. Well, I'm saying Samsung and LG both having the same thing. And it's a two-screened smartphone that, like, the top screen rotates 90 degrees. So you have a T-shaped phone.
I remember you having this.
Yeah, dude.
I remember you thought you were so slick because you used to fucking text in your fucking pocket.
Mm-hmm.
I remember this.
No,
now.
that wasn't that one. That was the Sidekick that I had.
Okay.
That I could text
Okay.
my pocket.
I remember I'd see you sitting there with your hand in your pocket looking like you were like playing some fierce game of pocket pool, and I realized it was because you were fucking texting the whole class.
I thought you were just
Like,
giving
nobody
yourself
ever
finger happy
noticed.
times.
I know, right?
Yeah, dude, I used to actually piss people off because I would be looking at them having a conversation and just be texting
texting.
away, not looking at the screen at all, and they're like, there's no way you can fucking... You're actually typing, and I'm showing them that I type everything perfectly, because you learn what a QWERTY keyboard is at an early age when you're our age, and you go from
When
there.
you're our age, we're old. Speaking of phones, have you ever heard of Antenna Gate?
What the fuck is a 10?
I didn't know what the fuck Antenna Gate was until now,
Sounds
but
like
now
a
I do.
gated community phone.
So, real quick, I need to do some quick preliminary research here. When did the iPhone 4 come out? iPhone 4.
Just now.
Just now. Oh, shittles. Okay, so 2010. See, it's something about 2010s and fucking phones, I swear to God. Anyhow. apparently this is a huge issue. There was still antennas in these devices in 2010s, except for there was the iPhone 4 apparently had it. I don't know. It's like pushed in the body or something like that. Either way, apparently your hand could block the fucking signal. So just holding the device would just make it unusable. And that caused a big outrage.
I mean, that's currently an issue with 5G.
Yeah.
Really?
What?
Yeah.
I never had that issue yet.
So 5G,
Yeah.
the way the signals work and shit,
Mhm.
are extremely fucking fast. That much is true. But
Oh yeah, sure. My phone hauls ass.
they're also
But go
very shortwave. That's why they need to have so many little stations
on.
everywhere in the city.
Right.
And if it so much as fucking rains, it can completely shut down the signal.
Well,
Because they're that easy to
fortunately-
block.
fortunately, my device is kind of intelligent enough to switch over to 4G when that happens.
Most
which
are.
happens a lot, by the way.
Most are.
Yeah. So I do get 5G most of the time, but I do very often see it drop out, and that makes sense. I just figured I was walking into a dead zone.
Yeah. I mean, that's basically what it is. And a dead zone could be because you're too far from the thing or because you happen to have it in your pocket.
Oh geez. Okay.
I have to
Good
Like
to
it's
know.
keep that
it's
in
super
mind.
sensitive.
So, the funny thing I think I see here on this article that I'm looking at is the response to Antenna Gate. Steve Jobs just kind of told the customer, "Don't hold it that way.
You're holding it wrong, stupid.
You're holding it wrong, stupid." I feel like if you have something like this huge issue with your phone not working, right? And you're in the way that you can block signal is by moving your hand over it. I feel like that's not the customer's fault.
No,
could be wrong.
that's a design flaw.
Okay. So, rest in peace, Steve Jobs, but Jesus Christ, bro. That ain't it.
It's okay. He's turning
Chief.
heaven to profit.
Serving him. Oh, Jesus.
That was a
He's
reference.
whipping out the lines. We're gonna get sued by Epic Rap Battles.
He's like, yeah, yeah,
He's like that. Them's my lyrics, bro.
yeah.
Do they still make those?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
I think the last one I
Believe it
made
or
was
not.
like maybe a month or two ago.
Okay.
Remember we used to watch them in high school.
Yeah, exactly. I remember watching like
The first one.
the Hitler versus Darth Vader ones and
Yeah.
shit like that, and then I was like, okay, I'm done with this forever.
They made
Right.
Harry Potter versus
That
Luke
was-
Skywalker 2 months ago
Oh, that's pain. All right.
in
Well,
Lego format.
Lego format.
They have Lego. They're using Lego characters for it apparently. Why did someone fart with their mouth?
Because I can't.
Anyway,
You're not the only one who's allowed to be chaotic, Mister
This is-
fucking Straphead.
look. You guys weren't paying attention. I had clearly a quest.
Okay. To get me to pay attention, like
No.
Okay.
He was
If we're
like
gonna-
an RPG quest model. With
Yeah.
a little explanation point above his head.
Yeah. I mean, if we're going to talk about phones still, I mean, we might as well bring up the Samsung Galaxy 7 terrorist attempts.
Ah yes.
The
Ah
explosions.
yes. The note.
Yeah.
The Note 7
Do
explosive
you have a Note
devices.
7 or is it just a?
It's just a regular Galaxy 7.
Okay, yeah,
Ah,
that one
good,
was
so
fine.
that
She's
is
got
not
a
terrorist
weapon!
device.
That one was fine. You know, it was the Note 7 that was one that was exploding.
Oh, I know,
Yes.
because
Ah,
when
yes.
that you're not allowed to take them on planes thing came out, I was going to go visit you, and I was like, fuck, I'm not going to be allowed on the plane with my phone.
Oh, no, they had, at least when I was working at Alaska Airlines at the time when that was going on, they're like, oh, we'll just put them in these bags or something like that. They had like a special bag, so I guess if it caught on fire or whatever, it'd be at least contained and maybe eatable.
Eatable.
Where are you gonna eat it on a plane?
Fucking outside the plane, stupid.
Just open the window, it'll be fine.
Yeah, don't be a pussy about it. Just
You
throw it
put
outside
it-
the window.
You put it in the potty hole where it ejects.
No, we
Right.
put it in the shower trash.
Sometimes there's some cool stuff on this article that I'm reading.
Oh god, hold on.
It is unfortunately a Verge article, so it does fail at sometimes. And one of the listings for failed technology is Game of Thrones ending. So
Oh,
I think we're done with that article.
what was it
Can
called?
you? I just thought about this. So, you said put it in the toilet because it ejects. It doesn't eject immediately when you flush it.
Right.
and shit is combustible.
Yeah.
So
With
just
the power of the Note 7.
you throw it in the toilet and you flush it, and then it just lights the entire sewage tank on fire.
Yeah.
Because it's burning hot enough. And there's just a
Sky
giant
Tower, Sky
shit
Tower.
ball inside the
Shit's
plane.
going down.
Shit is literally going down.
Alright. Now that we're done talking about our terrorist attempts, sorry, our phone sabotages.
I'm gonna get put on a no fucking fly list for this, goddammit.
With the stuff I say at work, I'm surprised
Blacklisted.
I'm not allowed to go to work. But, because I'm extremely white and extremely racist. So,
Oh, coughing so hard.
she's dying because of this explosive results.
I'm visualizing the ejected fireball of shit flying through the sky and some poor child going, "Look, Mommy! It's a star! Oh, God! Billy, no!"
Look, Mommy, it's corn! But, okay, if we're still talking about failed projects, let's talk about the Ouya. You remember that game
Ouya.
station?
Ouya?
Ouya.
I was gonna bring the fucking Ouya
Oh, yeah?
up towards the end. Let's go.
Ouya.
Let's fucking Ouya.
Yeah.
Now, refresh my memory, wasn't the Ouya the one that was basically just, like, smartphone apps, but on your TV?
Yeah. Yeah, like, so for background, this happens all the time. However, none of them got this kind of traction. So the Ouya was basically a game console that just used Android OS, so you could play Android games. I mean, that's basically the gist of it. There's dozens of other products like this. Nobody bats an eye at them. The problem with the Ouya is they marketed it as a major game console. And they marketed it in the same forums that, like, PlayStation and Xbox attend. So basically, it was one of those cheap knockoff Android boxes that you could play on your TV. But with CEOs with balls the size of Kansas, essentially. What are you doing?
Sorry, my brain was like, what's another shitty console thing that happened? I was like, oh yeah, I'll hold on to that one. I apologize. I didn't mean to distract you with my...
Just
No,
gonna put that
please.
in the memory banks.
yeah.
Put that in the memory banks, alright.
Download.
I was gonna say, there's also the Soldier Boy game console.
Oh, you son of a bitch! I was thinking of you fucker.
Oh yeah, Soldier Boy
The
game.
Soulja
I
Boy
totally
game
remember
console.
that shit. Oh.
Yeah.
No.
Bad.
Just-
It was
Did Nintendo sue over that, or did
Oh,
this issue
yeah,
just
they
the cease and
sued him.
desist?
they sued him.
Of course they did. It's in Nintendo. Come on.
They
now.
sued him, and then they took. Oh fuck! I remember reading this like maybe a month ago. Quick, everyone!
Because I know they did a cease and desist at one point.
They did the cease and desist, and then he stopped.
There was.
And I
Wasn't
still
there,
think they fined him.
Wasn't there like a cheapo generic off-brand Game Boy system too?
So,
Yeah,
so
that's
what it
the
is?
Soldier Boy was the handheld, and then the Soldier console was like the Soldier Boy game box or some shit.
No,
Yeah.
that was the thing. Because I remember specifically watching the JonTron thing about it. They didn't call it the Soldier Boy. It should have been just called the Soldier Boy. But
No.
they
Well, you
didn't.
remember he released a
You're-
secondary handheld console, which was called
Right,
the
no,
Soldier Boy.
that one was the whole thing, was that it was, why not call the handheld one the Soldier Boy? But they didn't. They called it the Soldier Boy handheld.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're right. Dab.
Yeah.
But so what it is there's tons of these cheapo products that are literally just shitty emulators that run NES games at 2 frames a fucking second.
Yeah.
And he was just basically buying up a shit ton of them, putting his fucking sticker on it, and then sending them out. If he
Well,
sent them out.
Yeah,
Soldier Boy up in this hole.
it was those games, but they also took like the titles and they remade the games, but they remade them like really super badly. Like had nothing to do with the title. Like I think they
didn't know.
remade the Lion King one for Soldier Boy, and it was like you were playing Timon picking up trash or something like that.
It sounds like. Okay, I guess we're
lake.
just gonna be just ripping off fucking JonTron's material all day, but here we go. It sounds like those older, like, plug and play things.
Oh yeah,
That's-
plug and play.
that's basically
it's the
what it
same
was.
shit.
Yeah.
That-
It's the same shit.
Yeah.
It's just like you plug it in and it's fucking hitting mices or some shit like that, and it's like this gorilla
Action 51.
throwing animals. Yeah, it's some crazy shit.
You mean Action
It's some
52?
crazy shit.
Oh
Now,
sorry.
if we're-
Whatever. Doesn't matter. I could say Action 3 and it still be more accurate than the actual name because barely any of them fucking worked.
Yes.
I had a couple. I still have a couple of the plug and plays. They're in the garage actually.
And they're worth 50 shillings.
They're not worth much, but for the nostalgia of it, it was good when you were a little kid.
And since we're talking about things like this,
How
about Dreamcast?
I had the Dreamcast.
Oh.
Back in the day.
Back in my
Dreamcast.
mom's days.
With the best Sonic game on it.
There's a best Sonic game.
No.
Knuckles.
Oh yeah, I mean, sure there is a best if you want to think of it objectively, but a good one, nah, no.
Sonic Pinball.
I actually like Sonic Spinball.
No, I was trying to remember which one I'm thinking of. It's not Pinball.
Okay, so here's the thing, Larry Reese. I like Sonic games. That does not make them good.
No, oh yeah, 100%. Sonic
I like
Spinball's
the
not a bad
Dreamcast
game because
games.
it's just fucking pinball.
I liked Adventure. I liked Adventure 2. They're bad, objectively bad, but I like them.
100%. But I missed out on the Dreamcast, like, completely.
Same, because I was a PlayStation boy and a Nintendo boy, so I had Sega what? Who?
Yeah, because I had an N64 and a PS1,
Yeah.
and so I completely missed that train. Actually, no, I didn't have a PS1. I had a PS2. I didn't get a PS1 until later.
Yes, exactly. I went from N64 seamlessly to PS2 late. Like, I think I went to PS2 like 2004.
That's
or
what
5.
it was.
Yeah, I was late for fucking every console, so I...
Yeah.
Luckily, I had one of those cool moms who was a gamer, so I got to play everything from the Atari to the original first fucking handheld Game Boy system. So
Let me tell you my journey with the Xbox 360 when it came out. All right, because of how non-gamer my family was, I bought it for dirt cheap off of a friend, Sean, and it was the original Xbox 360, the classic one.
Yeah.
The one that fucking broke all the time.
I have one of those underneath my coffee table right now.
Yeah, because that's all it's good for.
I remember that specific Xbox 360 because I remember going over to his house and playing Fable 2 on it, or Fable 1.
Okay, so
That's
let me
why I
tell
got
you, we have to actually speak about this because this is a long story that involves Reese and I. And this is a perfect failed tech. This is exactly what happens when tech fails and gets exactly what it deserves. So, I got it, and it was doing the 2-line rendering, which means that it's overheating.
Oh yeah.
First of all, I do enjoy that they had the codes programmed in for the most common issues. There are 4 common issues that they knew about, so they had 4 issues programmed in so you knew what was wrong with it. And the 2 meant that it was overheating constantly. And so here is the solution, because they didn't really have good tech support or anything like that back then. The solution was you bought a bootleg kit offline, you get it sent to your house, and it had these little X brackets, okay? And you'd go into the device and you'd find out that the heat warped the brackets that were holding the CPU in place. And so you had to unscrew those brackets, reapply the thermal paste, and screw in new heat-seek brackets for it to actually fit in. And that would theoretically fix the console. It didn't, but theoretically it was going to do that. The other solution was electrical taping fans to the back of the fucking thing to properly vent it, since the fans inside of it did not work and you couldn't switch them out safely.
I was about to say, didn't they make later on? They made an actual like plug-inable fan system for the Xbox that it had to sit on to solve that problem.
Is that the one?
There was a third party, yes.
Is that the one that I bought from you?
Yes, that's the saga we're talking
Yes,
about. We're
okay.
going on this saga. We're going to continue this
Yes.
saga. Anyhow. So, I eventually was able to install fans in there. They had these cool little LEDs and everything. It was like PC building before RGB craze, you know? So I had these cool little glowy LEDs in there. And then we brought it over to his house. And his fucking cat sat on it and it overheated.
Stupid cat.
I remember this very vividly. His fucking cat sat on it and it overheated and it never worked properly ever since. And he bought it off of me and he got some use off of it.
So...
However, what it ended with was us eventually being so sick of it not working that we beat the shit out of it with various implements in the backyard.
So
because we were violent, destructive boys.
yes, we did end up beating the shit out of it. But the way I actually got it to work for a good while is
Putting 2 cats on it.
I put 2 cats on. I made a cat sandwich.
Damn, pussy magnet.
I ended up opening the fucking thing, and not knowing what I was doing at all, there was a large metal plate in there,
Yes.
and I just took out that metal
Well,
plate.
that's right. You ripped out the plate, and it worked.
And it worked
because
fine.
it was just conducting heat.
Yeah,
That's all it was doing.
and I mean, sure, it could have potentially lit the entire thing on fire, not having it in there because the plastic would melt.
Yes,
But
right.
that
Yeah,
never
but it's
happened, and I had an Xbox.
Yeah, an Xbox. 'Cause that was basically it. It's like we were so stoked to get the Xbox that I went full on fucking MacGyver on that shit, and I was just stoked to have this fucking Xbox that sounded like a jet engine with a bunch of electrical tape fans fucking slapped on it.
So,
And I was just happy to play BioShock.
did I ever tell you the story of my OG Xbox?
No.
So I bought this used, and it was the Halo 2 Special Edition one. You know, the green see-through one.
Yeah.
And I played it for a while, and then it got put in storage for one reason or another. And then a couple years later, I was like, oh, I want to play this. So I pull it out, and I turn it on, and it boots up Halo 2. It was Halo 1 or 2. It boots up Halo. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I want to play something else. So I open up the disc tray, and there's no disc in there.
Oh,
And I'm like, what the fuck?
okay.
RAM's
so I-
a powerful thing.
Put a disc in there, close it, and it boots up Halo 2. And I'm like, what the fuck? What's going on? And it turns out what happened was it was put in storage upside down, and the CD had slipped in just the right position that when the tray closed, it would lower itself into position enough to work. And then when it opened, it would get pulled back out into the position it was in. So I had to just flip it over and beat the shit out of it to knock the disc into the proper spot. And then I got the disc out and it worked fine after that. I still have that Xbox in storage right now.
Oh my goodness.
And it works great.
It works great. I beat the shit out of it, and that's fine.
I mean,
See, that's a good thing with old tech. Now it's so fragile. If you beat the shit out of it, it's done.
Yeah.
You know, if you give it a love tap, and it's over. Fucking back in the day, you used to be able to fucking yeet your console against the wall, and that would actually fix it.
You could beat a man to death with the GameCube, and it would run better than before.
Yes.
You'd
I have to try that, 'cause
sacrifice
my
to the
GameCube
gods of
doesn't work
Nintendo, and
You
you
could
would be
do
able
like
to play
one guy
my
did,
system.
tie that shit to the back bumper of your car and drive down the road with it.
Yeah.
Why?
Because it'll work better!
Because I just got married.
I mean, that's one way to do it, I guess.
Better than tin cans.
I'll hear it. It'll be fine. Anyhow.
Great, now
That's a lie.
cut that shit out. You're fucking talking to people.
No, it's not. I'm right by the window. I have the big ears. Big Dumbo ears. That's fine.
Oh, I didn't hear what you said. I just heard you say, I'll be fine. I was like,
I'm having food delivered, and I was told it was coming in like a half hour. So
Oh, we'll be done with that.
I'm going to keep my ear out for it. Yeah, we'll be done with that. And I have Dumbo ears, so we'll be fine. Where were we? Oh, right. We were talking about consoles. Since we were talking about consoles, let's talk about the biggest failure of this generation. The KFC console.
Oh yeah!
there's a KFC console?
There's a KFC
How have you
console.
not
Yeah.
heard about this?
So it's a console,
not
but it
failure.
also like cooks chicken.
It is a
Fuck?
quote
That's
unquote
real.
console, air quotes here, big quotes, with a chicken warmer in it. And what
This was
it
released in 2020? What the fuck?
yes, it's a
And-
real thing.
and
And what
he's-
it is it's like a medium end PC in reality. It's not an actual console,
Yeah.
Built and designed
Right,
by
but-
Cooler
but it has a chicken warmer in it.
And it's functioning.
Yeah, it's functioning. It works.
And it's not flopping. Because we live in this reality where these ideas now get funded.
Power your hunger.
well, people will buy that shit for the meme, and the fact that it works just
Yeah,
makes it better.
I mean,
exactly.
KFC's been making a bunch of stuff, not just the console itself, but they had like
They have Crocs.
shoes and stuff like that are, yeah.
Does it come preloaded with the Colonel Sanders dating sim? This is important. I need to know.
No.
No.
Comes with Colonel Sanders Racer.
But it is a good game. I've actually played it, guys, so.
Oh,
Yeah, I was like, fuck it, you
it's
gotta.
actually a good game, they say.
Yeah, you actually. I did it for the memes.
Is it like Topo Boyfriend, where people were like, "Oh, it's funny," and then it was actually like people liked it?
Yeah, no, it's exactly like Hotofo Boyfriend. Instead of pigeons, though, it's Colonel Sanders.
How do I buy it?
You can buy it on Steam. Actually, I think it's free on Steam.
I got it for free.
Huh?
That's
Oh
fine.
no, I'm trying to get the console.
Oh, the console.
I want chicken.
I want chicken.
I want mine as a McFried fucking game while I'm playing my game. I want my Skyrim cooking simulator to be real.
I've had such a storied history with overheating tech that I wouldn't need to buy that. I'd just be able to stick a piece of raw chicken on any computer I've ever owned and it'd be fine.
The
It'd cook that
KF
shit.
console.
The KF console.
Ah, the meme, it hurts. The
Um,
meme hurts.
You want to get some Kentucky Fried Gaming, guys?
it's made by
yeah.
Cooler Master and Asus.
Yes, but it's not showing me a buy button. I'm clicking everything and I can't get anywhere other than this fucking screen. Unless I have to go to like something literally just called Cooler Master. See if I get a different link.
Okay, it hasn't
Vicious.
actually released yet.
No, it was a Kickstarter.
No, yeah, but it worked. It was funded. We funded this.
We did this, society. We did this. Kentucky
did
Fried
this.
Gaming is a thing.
Oh, okay, I see it. Alright, duh. Lame. Well, I guess I won't eat chicken for a while until that comes out.
I mean, you could do it the old school way and just make the chicken and then play games. You lazy sack of shit.
How fucking dare you?
No, you just need to get like a little metal grill thing and then have your old laptop underneath it,
So
and it'll cook your chicken just fine.
you need to get a George Foreman and strap a laptop on top of it. That's all.
Wait,
Yeah, it'll be fine. Make
my
sure it has an
dry
anti-chip,
fryer looks
though.
like that KFC machine. I'll be right back.
Oh shit!
I must go.
Actually gonna grab
My
the
KFC
the air
needs me.
fryer.
So, how refresh my memory, Taylor? How long have you had that laptop?
Oh, that old laptop? I've had it for...
Way
Still
too
have it,
long.
actually.
I know you still have it.
Yes, I still have I think 9 years now?
Disgusting.
No, sorry,
Disgusting.
8 years. It's 8 years. I've had it for 8 years, and it's been running... It runs really well for something that should have had some form of degrading on it.
See, you also got it like right before Alienware turned to shit.
Oh
well,
yeah.
it was MSI product.
Oh, yeah, it was
I've been
MSI,
using
rather,
NVIDIA,
sorry.
It was MSI and NVIDIA shit. I mean, the thing I have right now is MSI and NVIDIA, just better and smaller, just like my
Personality.
will to live. Anyway,
Let's say so. Let's circle on back to actually failing products now,
Mhm.
because I've taken the time while we derailed this horribly to find some fun ones.
See, that's the whole point. We were covering for you.
Exactly. I know. I appreciate it. My lack of preparedness. Just kidding. See, well, the thing is the ones I prepared earlier, I didn't expect Reese to explain them away so easily, so I felt kind of dumb for it. Here's one that
Sorry.
actually sucks.
stupid.
The Juicero.
The juicer.
Oh, fuck the Juicero.
Wait, juicer.
Yeah, he knows that. That's personal. That actually hurt him deeply.
Personal.
Of course it did.
Kill my
not,
pappy.
It's not personal. I mean, it just broke in
Yeah.
my house and raped my dog, but
Break my dog and kill my pappy.
Break into your
And then the
house,
story that
raping
juicer
your
was my
food,
dog.
Eating your wife.
So, the Juicero was a machine that could squeeze juice out of a pouch instead of boxes you can buy it for. So you could get like these little handy pouches and slap it in this machine. It would make juice for you. So here's the problem: you buy these proprietary pouches, and the machine does fucking nothing because you just squeeze this shit out by hand. So you basically shelled out for this machine for no reason, and it was like $700 to do something you could just do with your bare hands in a couple seconds.
Yeah, it was absurd.
Like, it wasn't even difficult. Like, you could just and just out goes the juice.
It was making me. The name itself made me think of the. It's also a juicer, not as shitty as that one, because to my knowledge it worked. But the only problem is that it didn't work unless it was connected to the internet.
That is the Juicero.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I was just thinking. Is like, is that the same thing? I couldn't remember the name, so I was like, is it that or this? It was just like, why the fuck does my thing that is currently plugged in needs me to go? Yeah. Oh,
so
let me connect that Bluetooth.
The point of the Juicero connecting to the internet was because
it was scanning the.
Yeah, it would check to make sure that the bag was a Juicero brand bag. Because if you got a generic one, it wouldn't work.
Yes, just like the printers.
But they failed to realize that didn't protect you from just popping the fucking bag open.
Or just poking a hole
in
it like a
the
fucking...
machine was completely worthless. And once people found that out, they were very, very upsetty.
Yeah.
They got their refunds, though, so there's that.
Yeah.
They're very, very upsetty.
They could have just turned it into like a Capri Sun, just get that straw and just...
You could have.
When he was describing it, I thought that's what it was. It was a machine that would put juice in a bag like a Capri Sun, and I was like, fuck yeah, juice bags! And then...
No, it was supposed to be like a fruit juicer.
We're talking about fails here, not good ideas.
It was a sack of shit that you slapped in this thing, and it basically just had a panel inside that would just squish it, and it would squeeze the juice out. So it wasn't even fresh juice.
What?
Yeah, it was the most worthless fucking thing, dude.
Yeah, it could have been the juicer, like the thing where you get a fruit, and then you're like, apple, and then it does the thing properly for an apple, and then it juices it for you. Those are the days where we actually try to make proper products.
Here's one that I actually remember seeing in like stores too. Everybody remember 3D TV?
Yeah, I do.
3D TV.
Yeah, you got a TV, and they got these stupid glasses.
Fucking visors, basically.
Yeah. And then,
like, I'm not talking like, you bought Spy Kids 3D and you got the glasses.
No,
it was a TV that did the mirror effect for everything you watched.
So it gave you a headache.
It made people incredibly sick, and there was a spike in like migraines and whatnot because of this.
So here I was watching TV, and then I vomited.
I actually had a friend who bought one, and I went over to their house.
Oh no!
Or her parents bought one, and I went over to the house, and we were hanging out watching something like Mythbusters or something, and I was like, I can't watch this anymore. I'm getting a fucking headache. And like 2 weeks later, I went back over there, and I was like, you guys don't have that TV anymore? And they're like, no, we fucking got rid of that thing. We were all getting sick from watching it.
Yeah. It was a disaster, and that's really the crux of a tech failure right there. Yeah. It's really failed when it hurts you.
Yeah.
Like, that's the ultimate.
Well, not only that, but you can't watch it normally without wearing the glasses either.
Right.
No, you can.
Well, not well.
What?
You can, because
it just looked like gas.
It looked like shit, but most of them came with like 2 pairs of TV or glasses. So if you had more than 2 people in your house, you had to buy extra pairs.
And that's where they got all the money.
Yeah.
Then there's
also curved TVs, which Taylor I think still has a curved TV.
I have a curved monitor.
One.
I thought you had a curved one at one point.
Never had one. We just had really big TVs.
Yeah. Fair enough.
I have a curved monitor. I mean, I wish there was a non-curved one with the same like color depth and everything, but there's really not. But
long curved penises.
Keep that one, sure. Speaking of penises, how about a portable rechargeable blender?
I could see that having use if it's a small one.
I could. It is. It's like a fucking little baby.
Gross.
Little baby blender.
I could see that being in like a gym bag.
Yeah, I can see it in like this is gonna sound weird. I can see that in like a diaper bag because people will make homemade blends for baby food.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yep.
So where's the downside?
The downside is they failed.
Yeah, wasn't that a recent thing? Because I remember seeing ads or something like that on like YouTube or something like that.
Last updated 2018.
Oh, well, they're trying it again.
That actually sounds beneficial. Like, I can't see too many downsides other than the fact that not that many uses, I guess. But like, I mean, still.
Are you ready for the real downside of this particular product?
Someone stuck their dick in it.
No, that too. But
the price.
Risks and challenges. The listing on their Kickstarter, risks and challenges. The risks and challenges are the product being copied from other companies.
So they're just blatantly going, "Oh yeah, we stole this product."
Yeah, basically. But the process.
What the fuck's a trademark?
But the process is always staying ahead of the game with changes to the product. What the fuck changes would you apply to make that not a blatant copy?
Okay, you made a mini blender. Are you gonna put like a hook and like make it dance?
Connect it via Bluetooth.
But those exist too.
Not this one. Not miniature ones. Shut up. No.
Put legs and arms on that thing. It's gonna be a robot. It'll carry the fruit for you, so you don't have to worry about it.
I could.
What is your purpose? What is my purpose? You blend stuff. Oh my god.
I could actually see it connecting to Bluetooth. For the purpose of like connecting to like fitness apps, you know, like the ones that track like your macros and shit.
Connect.
Yeah.
So, you know, you put the stuff in, you know, what smoothie or whatever the fuck you're blending. And then it, I don't know, sends a reminder to you or some shit. Like, oh, hey, take your fucking drink or whatever.
So like a health app kind of a thing?
Yeah,
What you need for calories that day and recording how much you intake?
Does a blend count?
Does it blend? Can you blend that blender?
Do you even
Does it blend the blender? Do you even blend, bro?
Do you even blend?
Do you guys remember that shit? Is that still around?
What?
Does it blend?
I don't think so. I haven't seen it in a long
I
time.
don't think so. I think it formally shut down a while.
Blendtech does it blend?
3 months ago.
3 months ago.
Well,
Car
to be
key
fair,
fobs.
Will it
I forgot
blend
that
The
they got
Mandalorian
sponsored
Season
by
2?
The actual company. Will it blend The Mandalorian Season 2? Oh no. Oh,
What
dear.
the fuck? Gluten-free apple bread recipe. What the fuck does that got to do with blending? Get the fuck out of here.
Shit. What is this? The Atari Lynx. That's a fun one. What is this?
You remember the initial release of the Kinect where it couldn't recognize blacks?
Well, actually, yeah.
Oh, sorry. To sound
I
less
have one
offensive
of those.
because I terrible mouth
Yeah,
African Americans.
I'm sorry to
wow.
say, I do have a Kinect. It is upstairs. I am
So-
debating creating it out the window for the fun of it.
I don't recall, Taylor, if I ever told you about Google's similar issue.
No.
So there was a lawsuit against Google because the Google Photos in your phone, if you go to that app, there's actually like a category mode where it'll be like, oh, here's all the selfies on your phone, here's all the pictures of cats, and here's all the pictures of trees, like stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And because it uses an AI, figures out what's in the picture and then categorizes
Oh.
it. And there's a lawsuit against them because it kept saying that certain African American people were gorillas. And they couldn't. The worst part about it,
Fucking awesome.
they went through and they're like, oh shit, this is a problem. And they immediately try to fix it. They couldn't fix it in the AI. So they removed the gorilla category.
Oh no.
It's so
It's
fucked
It's
up.
putting them in the monkey.
It's so fucked up. But the fact that their AI is so busted, it couldn't recognize them as people, is absurd.
That might
Were they able to recognize the difference between a cat and a dog?
Yeah?
Then they. What the?
that
They should be
Do
able
a
to
little
recognize-
less for filter. What the fuck?
I don't know, dude.
Let's categorize them. There's.
that
That's so fucking.
I don't think I can top that, honestly.
That's just
bad.
bad, dude.
That might have
Oh.
to be where we conclude it. I don't think I can too.
We file them as
Yeah.
monkeys.
Well,
That's fucked up.
if any of the past episodes don't get us canceled, this one will.
Oh, racism.
It's not our fault that the fucking machine is racist.
Damn you, racist AI.
Congratulations, Google, for topping the year here.
Monkey.
Can't mess up as bad as that.
The thing is, like, the AI is sophisticated enough to
And I'll be right back while you guys do that.
differentiate different people.
Yeah.
Like, if I pull it up my phone, there's a category for me, and there's a category for Easton, and there's a category for John. Like, it recognizes all of my friends as different people.
First of all, Easton right now is a mythical fucking creature, so...
Is he just MIA?
He's a mythical creature. But...
He doesn't respond to shit.
He's never responded to anything. He's terrible to get a hold of.
He was so much better before, though.
Wait, so do you mean he's God?
No.
Hey-o.
Okay.
He doesn't listen to you?
First of all, he would never be a god. If he was, we would look a whole lot fucking different. We wouldn't be just fat, skinny, and female.
Fat, skinny, and female, the three genders.
Yes. What?
Okay.
Females look better than males, okay? Well, first of all, female is the more prettier side of things.
Depends on who you ask, but sure. go
Okay,
off.
first of all, I'm not pouncing guys, but second of all,
seen some
I've
pretty
seen
men.
guy and females, and females are just generally better looking in all categories. You can look at a fat girl and a fat guy, and you'll be like, girl look better. A fat guy looks like fucking, well, if you use the AI, a monkey. But man,
Taylor's just out to end up.
He's
now.
on a warpath.
look, I'm the bomb of this thing, okay? You knew what you
Oh
get
my God.
into. It's just the fact that, look,
I didn't know that.
girls are purty. My brain goes, girl purty. And I look at a guy and I go, monkey. Ooh, ooh. Okay, now I'm sucking that monkey thing. I sound like a racist.
Okay.
Monger.
I mean, you sounded like a racist when you started off by saying it couldn't detect the blacks, if I believe that's how you said it.
I
so-
did use the word
the way
black.
you said black.
Look, you need to watch your
I
tone.
know. It
A
couldn't
voice.
detect the blacks.
I couldn't decide if you were being racist or sexist for a while, so...
I'm sorry. Females are
Both.
females are attractive. I apologize for my offensive statement.
He meant
Stop
only
being
white
so
females,
beautiful.
racist.
I think it's offensive to call them females, depending on who you ask.
Vagina, physical forms,
I think that's
baby
worse.
carriage.
Oh god. Oh god.
What?
Fucking
Meat trumpets.
Tanner.
I'm gonna beat
Tanner,
you
can
with
you-
the trumpet!
Can you save
Bring
this
it,
podcast,
bitch.
Tanner?
Cat fight.
I don't think
Can
I
you
can.
save this and rap?
I think we're doomed. Let's wrap this up, guys. This has been failed tech, and including when we programmed Taylor's AI, and it went horribly, horribly wrong.
Error.
That was all just an elaborate skit, I swear. Yeah. Well,
It's
you
okay. I
know.
will use my coworker's code word to stop me from saying stupid shit, which is, and I'm being serious, chicken fucker.
I
so you have
think
to say stupid
that
shit in order to stop you from saying stupid
sailed
shit.
like all the way back to KF Kentucky Fried Gaming.
Alright,
Get in my truck.
alright, chicken fuckers. So, you'll find our socials down below. This has been a fucking shit show. Jesus Christ.
I did my
Don't
job. I get a
It's
treat.
been, what would you say?
Just remember,
a
guys,
Fluster bundle?
you think this is a shit show. He's hosting the next one.
Am I? Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
I
you are!
He is.
Alright. Quick. Racist forums. Here I go.
Oh,
Racism.
jeez, here we go.
I can't even spell racism right.
Anyhow, I'm gonna go get my fucking sandwich. You can see our social media down below. You can follow us there and leave very hateful comments on Taylor's pages if his social media is down there. But I bet it is not because he is a coward.
I only have one, which is Facebook, which means I probably have to make a second one just for this.
Oh, the racist guy has a Facebook. Shocking.
That's what I call Tanner. Well, that's what I call. All of us have a fucking Facebook.
Yes, but I don't really use mine as much as you do, and it's not my only source.
What the fuck
My
do you
main
mean?
source
I
is-
use it less than you. You post your stories on there, bitch.
Oh wait, no, those are getting reposted from Instagram. To be fair.
Well, then
I
you
was
still
gonna
use
say,
it more than me then.
I have it set up to where all my stuff posts on Instagram,
Yeah,
Twitter, and
I
Facebook
just-
all simultaneously, so...
Yeah, that's just how it goes. I just sync it all up. I don't actually look at Facebook unless I'm messaging
Because,
somebody.
as we established earlier into this conversation, humanity is a lazy sack of shit, and I don't want to have to go through each and individual one and post the same goddamn thing.
Work harder.
Be that as it may, social media down below. Please leave hate posts on Taylor's. Spare the rest of us, and we love you. We'll see you next time.
That's a lie.
Why?
Bye.